Hi Cancer, and a very warm welcome to your 2018 forecast. There's a lot happening this year, but first I'd just like to recap on what happened at the end of last year, which is that Saturn went into Capricorn, where it's going to stay for the next 3 years, and it's joining for you Pluto in your house of relationships, Cancerians. So, these next few years are going to be a wonderful opportunity for you to really find the soul in your relationships. It's what you've wanted for an awfully long time, and you've been through different pains and different lessons, and yes, Saturn can bring lessons again for you in this area if you haven't learned certain things in your relationships. But at the same time, what Saturn can bring you is a new structure, a new way of being in your relationships, a new freedom in many ways. Where have you been too restricted, held yourself back, not spoken out for fear of not being loved, and just withheld and gone into your shell, Cancerians, like you often do, or avoiding issues, yes? Rather sweep them under the carpet for a little while and kind of hope they're going to go away. Well, these aspects here in your relationship house, they're not going to go away. They're here to be dealt with and faced. Because if you're not happy in your relationships and you're not feeling loved or loving, then it's an opportunity to learn and to move into a different frequency. And that's what this Saturn energy is encouraging you to do. On a mundane level, yes, it can bring marriage, certainly. It can bring a relationship that's been going on a while into something more serious. It can also bring a completion, an ending. And it can also mean that a relationship that you're in may need some real work. You may need to just say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to do the work on me. Because I realise that unless I do my internal work, and we've got an eclipse in Cancer later this year, then all that external stuff is really rather meaningless and doesn't work out in the way I'm hoping. So this is great opportunities in relationships for you this year, Cancerians. I'll be going through all the important dates. At the end of the video, there is a list of all these dates for you to refer to. So on January the 31st, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in Leo, in your, they've all got a little muddled here together, in Leo, in your second house. And then on February 15th, we've got a solar eclipse happening in the 8th house. So these second and 8th houses are going to be triggered by the eclipses a lot this year for you, Cancerians. So what does this mean? Well, it's an opportunity for you to look at money, finance, because the second and 8th houses are everything to do with money. So it can bring you some new impetus, some new opportunities, some new manifestations. And it can also be a wonderful opportunity for you to get in touch with your creativity. Cancerians, you're a wonderfully creative sign. And you might be creative in business. Yes, doesn't mean to say you have to be arty-farty. You could be a really creative entrepreneur. Many of you are. Cancer's a really shrewd, good sign, good negotiator, likes a bargain. So this is an opportunity here for you to create something new financially for yourself, but also bring out more of your gifts. Be creative with your gifts and watch that money flow. Watch the abundance flow. See the abundance, and there it is. So this is just some wonderful energy and wonderful new opportunities for you as far as your finances and your gifts and your self-confidence are concerned. The big news this year is that on May 16th, Uranus goes into Taurus. So moving here into your 11th house where it stays for several years. And because it's one of the outer planets and because it's a really strong planet, I'm anticipating a lot of Earth changes, a lot of big shifts on our planet, especially around May onwards of the 2018. But also, when there are big outer shifts, it's a wonderful opportunity for some internal shifts. For you in your 11th house here, this is an opportunity to really awaken to what are your goals and dreams and wishes. What do you want not only for yourself, but for humanity, for the world at large? We're all connected now on the internet. Who do you want to connect with? Uranus is asking you, what new connections can I make? Who can I connect with that will be inspiring, uplifting? Who can I uplift? Who can I help to awaken? You might meet some amazing friends. You might get on an amazing team of people and really work at something cutting edge, something really new and innovative. Boy, is this an exciting aspect for you. So use it in an exciting way. Don't be afraid to take risks, to meet new people, to step out. Sometimes Cancers, you know, you're a water sign, so you're kind of sussing things out a bit before you just dive in there. Uranus is encouraging you just to dive in and see where it takes you. And some relationships may be short-term and flash in the pan, and others may be deeply inspirational and move you to a whole new frequency. And then we've got Mars going retrograde from June the 26th until August the 27th here in your 8th house. So what does this mean for you? Well, Mars, when it goes retrograde, is always a wonderful opportunity for becoming much more observant of how you're using your energy. What actions are you taking and why? And for you, this has everything to do with your finances again. Everything to do with why are you doing what you're doing? It's really an opportunity to study the actions that you're taking. Are you spending money indiscriminately? Are you thinking too much about hoarding things? Sometimes Cancer can be quite a little bit of a hoarder. Is it time to recycle things, to throw out, to declutter, to make space so that more energy can move? You know what it's like if you don't go to the bathroom for a day or two. The pipes get a little bit blocked. So this Mars retro is an opportunity to unblock your pipes and to make space for something new to come into your life. And it might mean getting rid of something old, changing some assets, changing something, moving it on, giving it away. There's all kinds of ways this can play out. That's why a personal reading is always valuable, because it can show you personally, deeply, the possibilities and the potentials. And so, on July 12th, the big news is the solar eclipse in Cancer. Beautiful. Solar eclipse in your sign. An opportunity for self-reinvention, self-discovery. You might create a whole new look for yourself. You might wear some new colours. You might change your wardrobe altogether. It's an opportunity to shine, to really allow yourself to shine, to be seen. Often Cancerians can be quite private. This is an opportunity to share more of yourself and to see that in sharing and being vulnerable, you open the way for other people to share and to be vulnerable too, which can be very nourishing. On July 27th, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, so these solar and lunar is opposite again now. On August the 11th, a solar eclipse in Leo in your second. So again, a reverse activation of the 8th and 2nd houses. So whatever you begin in January, February, may complete in July, August, or you may get another wave of energy, or a new inspiration, or a new direction happening in everything connected with money, finance, wealth, values, what's important to you, your priorities. You might really be reordering things. Maybe you want simplicity. Maybe it's time to let go of some of the things that are costing you so much money. Maybe you want to manifest more and say, hey, you know, I'm an unlimited being, I can manifest whatever I want. So these are all ways in which you can use these powerful energies. October the 5th to November 17th, we've got Venus going retrograde initially first here in your 5th, and then moving into your 4th house, Cancerian. So Venus, an opportunity to reevaluate not only your finances, but also relationships. For you, in the 5th, it's an opportunity to reevaluate more play in your life, more fun, your creative instincts, really reignite maybe something that you started a while ago. You could come back to it with an increased verve. And here, Venus retro in the 4th, opportunity really to maybe rethink your surroundings, your home, your family, how you can feel more comfortable, more at home inside of yourself. And finally, November the 8th, we've got Jupiter moving into Sag, into your 6th house, where it will stay for about a year. And this is an opportunity for expansion in your work area. You might get a new job, you might expand your career in some way. And it's also a way, also important to expand into, how can I serve? How can I help? How can I contribute? And this Jupiter will give you opportunities in which to do that. You might also work with animals. You might also work with health in some way. It's a wonderful opportunity for some very deep healing and for some learning about your physical body and how to bring it into perfect balance and harmony. So that's 2018 for you. I've done a special video about the retrogrades because we've got Venus and Mars retrograde as well as the Mercury retrogrades that we get every year. There's a free intro for those of you interested. I've produced 3 videos all about Venus, Mars, Mercury retro. It's over 45 minutes. You can purchase that if you're interested. I look at the natal placement. Maybe you've got it natally retrograde and what that means. Or maybe somebody you're in a relationship with or that you know has that. The do's and the don'ts. And also going around the houses so that it be a resource that you can use time and again to refer to, because the retrogrades don't stop. They keep occurring, but they'll keep occurring in a different part of your chart. You might want to have a personal reading, a channeling, and really, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for so many of you who write to me, who comment, and for all your encouragement, your upliftment, your support. I hope you feel that from me because I'm rooting for you. I really am. I want you to be the best you can be. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.